Okay, so this is the afterthought video. It's still Sunday, April 14th, 2024. If by any chance in my rambling in the last video, I started saying the month of March 2024 when I meant the month of April 2024, just, you use context clues. And I apologize if I did that. So, yeah, afterthought here. I could not figure out where the sum of over $15,000 even came from in these demand letters from the state. I could not for the life of me figure out, because even if I had not paid for the ongoing abuse at all in the entire year from March 2023 to current, well, let's just say till last month, March 2024. So from March 2023 to March 2024, the payments, even if I had paid none of them, which is not true at all, the payment amount would not equal over $15,000. It would not equal over $15,000. So I literally could not figure out where that monetary sum came from. And now just tonight, I think I figured it out. Like I said, he lied. He lies. It's constant. Perjury in court, lie. He did that about everything. I'm pretty sure he lied, and he told the state that I had not paid anything and that I was supposed to start paying March 2022. It's not true. I have the court paperwork. It says I was supposed to start paying March 2020. I was supposed to start paying March 2023, 2023, and I did. And I did. Every month until this issue with the transmission, I was going to lose my job post haste and not be able to get another one easily, if at all, because of these physical medical problems. But here's a thought. Here's another thought. So the reason that he stole the children from me, the reason he has the children and is continuing to abuse, and I do have proof of that, recent proof, not, this month, obviously, but, after the state, believed his lies and gave him the kids. Like blanking here. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to wrap my head around. Everything that's going on right now, I'm not handling it well. The stalking by proxy, the abuse by proxy, I'm not handling it well. It's terrifying. I'm trapped right now. It just, not handling it well. But here's a thought. So allegedly, according to his lies that he has convinced others of, I am so utterly and completely mentally unstable, insane, that I cannot have any medical, educational, or otherwise decision-making authority over my children. I have no say-so whatsoever, and I cannot have any visit that's not supervised. And I would have to pay for that. And I can't pay for it because there's not 3 halves to a paycheck. There's only 2, per month, to my income per month. There's not 3 halves. There's only 2 halves. But anyway, I am so insane, right? Allegedly. However, somehow, without any psychiatric treatment, without any psychiatric medications, without any counseling, without any services somehow. I'm supposed to maintain a job for a decent wage and be able to pay him. I truly did not know that completely insane people are actually totally normally functioning people, function great and have no problems functioning without any services, medication, counseling, or anything else. I did not know that. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. If I were that insane, I would not be able to hold a job without help, without treatment. And I am not getting any treatment because, of course, he lied. He lied. Yes, his lies were very effective, created some serious abuse by proxy. That is true. But it was still all of his lies. It wasn't true. But it's kind of ironic when you think about it. I'm supposed to be so insane that I can't have any say-so, medical, educational, or anything with my children, and I cannot have any visit with my children that's not supervised because of concerns for my mental health. However, without any treatment of any kind, I can hold a job and be totally mainstream and normal, straight and narrow, right? I can do the straight and narrow, no problems, to pay him for his ongoing abuse of my children and of me. And somehow I have to be, I'm so mentally stable, so sane, that I can hold it together and keep my job and keep paying for his ongoing abuse, despite all the hardships, the knowing the abuse he's doing over there, and the stalking and the abuse by proxy right now. Somehow, I'm mentally stable enough to do all of that without any support, without anybody to talk to even, without any treatment, without any medications for the stress, whatever. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that ironic? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? So on one hand, he stole my children because I'm allegedly crazy. On the other hand, I have to function above and beyond. I have to do adulting above and beyond. I have to, be straight and steady as she goes above and beyond to keep paying for his ongoing abuse. But, of course, with the stalking and the ramped up abuse by proxy, of course, it's basically inevitable. I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to be unemployed. And I'm not going to have any income because I can't live on the street and do a job. I can't live in a vehicle and keep this job. That has nothing to do with being nuts. That has nothing to do with being mentally unstable. It just, if you set up a vehicle to live in it and it has the solar and the battery and all that stuff, then yes, you could definitely keep a job and just live in a vehicle, let's say. Absolutely. But it costs money to set it up. And half of my monthly income, in essence, is paying for his ongoing abuse. And I can't just not pay for his ongoing abuse to set up a vehicle, let's say, and live in it and be homeless in it. That was never even part of my thought process. Yes, I had to fix the vehicle to keep my job. But being homeless and living in the vehicle full-time and having it set up to keep my job, that's more money that I don't have. Certainly not in the time frame necessary to keep my job because it's not available for me to take a 30-day or whatever sabbatical. That's not available. And would it even matter if it was? No, it doesn't matter if it was because I get paid twice a month. The first paycheck pays all my bills other than the ongoing abuse. I mean, most all my bills other than the ongoing abuse. And the second paycheck I get each month pays for the ongoing abuse and a few bills and a little bit of groceries and dog food. There is no extra money. There's no extra money. There isn't. I really had hoped that, being off-grid, out in the middle of nowhere, off a really bad road, being able to stay at a place that is not even mine, but long story in general, I just thought that I just hoped that I could just continue plugging away like this, basically having no money for food a lot of times, And I could just, plug away at this and get through the next, 2-3 years he has to keep abusing the kids until they're grown, if he doesn't kill them, which high likelihood he will kill them. And I could just keep paying for the ongoing abuse and be left alone. Just be left alone. Just keep paying for the ongoing abuse and be left alone. But he's not permitting that. I can't live anywhere. I can't live in any apartment, any condo, any house, anywhere. I can't live anywhere but homeless, because of all of this stuff that's going on that is ramping up, which means there's not going to be employment. But anyway, the point of this afterthought video is isn't it ironic that allegedly I'm so insane that I can't even talk to my children on the phone unsupervised. My children that are older teenagers now. I can't even talk to them on the phone unsupervised. I can't see them, visit them unsupervised. And I cannot have any medical, educational, etc. say so whatsoever. I'm so crazy, right? But yet, even with my 3 heart conditions, autoimmune, severe arthritis, disintegrated spine, and the difficulties of the situation I'm in off-grid, I can keep my job and perform and not get in trouble at work and just keep my job without any treatment of any kind. And for those wondering, why am I not fighting for my children? I tried. The lawyer I hired lost on purpose. I'll get into that at a different time. Other lawyers, I can't afford them. I was talking to one lawyer and she wanted me to get transcripts of the only hearing there was, which I tried, and I just kept getting passed back and forth between two whatever for the documents, for the transcripts, and it was weird. I just kept getting transferred back and forth between these same 2 departments. No, we don't do that. They do this. No, we don't do that. They do this. Just getting passed back and forth. So, and then of course she wanted me to continue with supervised visitation and continue paying for the ongoing abuse. I was paying for the ongoing abuse religiously, steadily, but there aren't 3 halves of a monthly income. There's only 2 halves of a thing. There's only 2 halves of a thing. There's not 3. And so I can't pay for the supervised visitation. And, what would be going on with that? Year 10, year 11. And by the way, there's not a single report of me doing anything bad during a supervised visit. Well, we'll get into that more later too, but it's just really crazy. Anyway, that's it once again. Whoever's tuning in, thanks. Thanks for listening.